A gunshot echoes through the deep forest. A gray wolf falls. This sight is no longer unfamiliar to farmers in rural Minnesota and Idaho. Wolves are multiplying rapidly, becoming a terrifying nightmare for them. They strike suddenly, threatening livestock, sheep, and all farm animals at any moment. In Minnesota alone, within just 1 year, hunters and farmers have taken down about 600 wolves. But is hunting the only way to maintain the balance of nature while protecting the livelihoods of these farmers? Join us on this journey. Hit the subscribe button and listen to the call of the wild. Trust me, you won't be disappointed if you watch to the end. There's so much more excitement ahead. In North America, the gray wolf is not just an immortal symbol of the wilderness, but also a professional predator with a bite force of up to 1,500 pounds per square inch, enough to crush bone in a single snap. A single wolf can travel dozens of miles in a day, coordinating seamlessly with the pack to pursue prey with masterful skill. They can wipe out an entire flock of sheep in just a few short hours. In Minnesota, records clearly document cases where wolves killed 70 sheep in a single night, causing devastating financial losses, leaving farmers anxious around the clock, unable to eat or sleep. Many farming families were suddenly left with nothing. Faced with such a dire situation, hunters and farmers have no choice but to grab their rifles and chase down the wolves to protect their precious livestock. In the US, wolf hunting is not random or uncontrolled. It is carefully organized by season and tightly managed by state agencies. The primary goal is to reduce damage to farms without completely eradicating the species. The hunting season typically begins in the fall, when wolves move more to stock up on food before the harsh winter, and runs through late winter or early spring. Hunters must meet strict requirements. They must be at least 18 years old to be issued a hunting license. Each state sets quotas, limiting the number of wolves that can be taken. Last year, Idaho alone issued over 180,000 permits, a massive number that reflects both the demand from hunters and the critical importance of wolf hunting to rural life. Some areas even require hunters to report the exact number of wolves killed at specific locations, helping authorities adjust policies scientifically and in real time. Thanks to this, wolf hunting is prevented from becoming an uncontrolled massacre and instead becomes a vital part of sustainable wildlife management. For many hunters, the wolf season is not just about pest control. It's a sacred tradition. It allows them to protect ancestral lands, showcase expert skills, demonstrate extraordinary courage, and feel a deep, intimate connection with the wild. The primary weapon is a rifle, with the .308 Winchester and .306 Springfield being favorites due to their high accuracy and powerful stopping power at long range. Binoculars are an essential companion for spotting wolves from hundreds of yards away, while camouflage clothing helps hunters blend perfectly into the wilderness. But weapons alone are not enough to win. Hunters must also rely on sharp skills and clever tactics. Some use professionally trained hunting dogs to mimic the cries of wolf pups, luring entire packs closer. Others use electronic devices that emit sounds identical to a wolf's howl, the pained cry of wounded prey, or the desperate call of a fawn for its mother. These sounds awaken primal hunting instincts, causing wolves to approach despite the danger, creating ideal shooting conditions. The ideal shooting range is 100 to 220 yards, aiming behind the shoulder or into the chest for an instant, humane kill. Wolf hunting demands endless patience, intense focus, and expert marksmanship. For many hunters, success is not just hitting the target, it's proving composure, bravery, and deep respect for the legendary prey. Alarming statistics. Minnesota currently has over 3,000 wolves, with territory continuously expanding. Idaho has about 2,000. In 2023, Minnesota recorded over 400 wolves killed, while Idaho reported 347. Yet all hunting activities are strictly regulated to ensure wolf populations remain stable and healthy long-term. Wolf hunting is not just about population control or livestock protection. It is deeply tied to the cultural identity and traditions of hunters. It serves as a bridge, bringing them back to the land where they were born and raised, along with the precious legacy left by their ancestors. Each hunting season is a golden opportunity for them to display elite skills, unyielding courage, and genuine respect for the vast wilderness. If daytime wolf hunting is already challenging, night hunting pushes the difficulty to a whole new level, demanding grueling discipline. Wolves are primarily nocturnal, moving silently like ghosts in the darkness, attacking livestock at night and keeping farmers awake with constant fear. This forces hunters to stay up all night, starting at dusk and waiting patiently until dawn. Night hunting requires cutting-edge gear. 308 Winchester or .30-06 Springfield rifles fitted with thermal scopes for clear vision in pitch-black darkness. Red flashlights, dark camouflage clothing, and soft-soled boots allow them to move like true shadows through wolf territory. Night hunting demands extreme, almost superhuman patience. Hunters often conceal themselves in high positions, scanning vast areas, moving mere centimeters at a time without making a single sound. The effective shooting range is typically 100 to 200 yards, though sometimes they face riskier, longer shots. Despite the overwhelming challenges, night hunting proves extremely effective. Statistics show twice as many wolves are killed at night compared to daytime. In Montana, the wolf hunting season lasts 6 months from September to March. In 2022, up to 60% of wolves taken down were during dramatic nighttime hunts. For farmers, this is no game. A single wolf can kill up to 20 sheep in one night, causing millions of dollars in damage each year. Night hunting thus becomes an essential, life-saving measure to protect livestock and maintain the fragile ecological balance. Beyond firearms, traps are also a powerful tool Americans use to combat wolves. The standout advantage is that they operate continuously, even without a hunter present. Instead of waiting hours in exhausting ambush, they exploit wolves' movement patterns, placing traps along familiar trails, water sources, or forest edges. The most common type is the steel foothold trap with strong springs and secure jaws. Hunters dig a small hole, set the trap, then skillfully cover it with soil or dry leaves for perfect camouflage. To lure wolves, they use bait like canned fish, fresh meat, or artificial scents that mimic natural prey. Each trap is securely chained to a stake or ancient tree to hold the wolf in place without escape. The design aims to restrain effectively without breaking bones, minimizing suffering. By law, traps must be checked daily to prevent prolonged suffering, a delicate balance between control and humane treatment. In 2023, in Minnesota, about 90 wolves were caught by traps, accounting for nearly 30% of the total wolves killed that season. This proves traps are an extremely effective tool, perfectly complementing rifles. The debate rages on. Hunting or trapping? Which is better? Hunters argue that hunting is fairer and richer in tradition, while trappers insist it's safer and far more effective. But the shared goal remains unchanged, preserving the balance of nature and protecting rural livelihoods sustainably. In Minnesota and Idaho, wolves are both an immortal symbol of the wild and a relentless, unforgiving threat to farmers. Gunshots echo through the deep woods, silent traps wait along the trails, all not to wipe out the wolf, but to allow humans and nature to coexist in harmony. The question still hangs in the air. Hunting or trapping, which better protects crops while maintaining the fragile balance of the ecosystem? The answer likely lies in the weary eyes of the farmer, the steadfast resolve of the hunter, and the haunting, echoing howl of the wolf across America's untamed lands. Please share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next journey, where every video brings you closer to raw, deeply human stories of the wild. Because this is not just a story about wolves, it's about humanity's humble place in the great circle of life on Earth.